All right, hopefully we're good to go here. We're gonna jump right in. Got the game audio going. I'm gonna keep the game audio where it is. It's a little. It might be a little bit on the low side. We'll see. But I know the bus can get loud, so we're gonna keep it there for now. And let me know if anything seems imbalanced. But we should be good. So, welcome back to OMSI 2. Um, I I've featured this game a few times on here on Web Squad TV, but I've been taking quite a break from it. I don't really like how it struggles with performance, and its graphics are pretty rudimentary. But I gotta say that the simulation, is still unmatched in a lot of cases to other sims that I play. Um, so I still have to appreciate this title. This thing came out in 2013. This is actually the second title in the series. The first one came out in 2011, and then OMSI 2, which is what we're playing tonight, expanded on the first by adding some more lines and the concept of having different time. Um, I guess different time, not stamps, but like eras, I guess, of Berlin. So it covers, from the late 70s until the early 90s, or through the early 90s. Um, and the map will actually change over time. Um, oh, this bus is really long, isn't it? It's a long boy. Doesn't really fit in where it's parked. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, but the main reason I want to visit this again tonight, especially the OG map, is because next week TML Studios, and they're not related to the developers of OMSI. They're planning to release an early access version of their new bus simulator titled The Bus. Very appropriate, I suppose. It gets to the point, right? It's coming out early access next week in time, hopefully, for us to stream next week. And that is actually going to cover modern day Berlin to start. So tonight we're going to be going back in time to 1992. So as you can see in the top left here, 18/3/92, just after 7 a.m. We got 10 degrees outside on this mild temp Wednesday morning in March. And we're going to drive line 130. That's the plan. So hopefully it'll go well. There's going to be some performance issues, I know, because that's just this game. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go back and check this out. Um, and I'm even more excited for next week. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. We're going to start from the very beginning, so it's going to take a little bit. Take a few minutes for us to get the bus going. We're going to have to let it warm up and fill up the air tanks a little bit. There, you can see actually there was enough air for it to raise the suspension there, so that was nice. Alright, so we got the engine going. This is all like classic OMSI right here. There is no DLC going on here right now. This is all as the game released in 2013, unless stuff was patched. Stuff was probably patched. So I got all the lights on inside, all the lights on outside. Is this the hazards? Yeah. So we'll do a light check. I turned on the heater, auxiliary heater, to heat up the engine more quickly so we can get some heat into the cabin. 10 degrees isn't terrible, so... but I'll leave the HVAC off until we get to that point. Let's go ahead and put in our... we're going to put in... Betriebsfahrt. I'm sure I am not pronouncing that very well, but I think that translates to service run, or it's out of service basically. It's what you would put on the destination display when you're not picking up any passengers, and you're going to your pickup point or whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing doesn't involve passengers. That's what you put on the sign so people know. Another feature that OMSI 2 came out with was actually random vehicle failures. So we're testing out our lights to make sure all our lights work, because they can actually potentially not work unless I have that feature turned off. I forget. But we got blinkers, we got headlights, we got marker lights in the top corners. Got our side blinker there. Got a side blinker there. It's really hard to see down the line. Got a blinker there. It's interesting. Rear blinkers, rear lights. Light there. That looks good. I don't think it simulates flat tires, so we can't check that. We know the front door works. Let's check the back door. So that's going to be... can I force the back door open? I think I can. I think there's like a... Yeah, this guy. That forces the back door open. The stroller button, so that, you know, people with strollers don't just get the door closed in their face. Yeah, this looks good. Middle door works. Wait, there's a rear door. There's 3 doors? Hang on. Yeah, look at that. To get the rear door, I think I need the bus stop brake. Oh, it's on. How do I get the back door open? Oh, that's a handicap. Can I move that? There's a way you can actually use the handicap ramp, but it's not actually... there's no one with a wheelchair that shows up, so it's kind of pointless for me to test it, I guess. I also forget how. Alright. I think for the back door, you actually have to go around and push the button. We can push it from the inside too, I guess, but we'll make sure the door works. Yeah, that looks good. I think it's on a sensor. Yeah, so it closes right away because no one's walking through it. Alright, that's good enough for me. So the doors work. We can close that middle door. There it goes. And we can at last close the front door. Alright. So that all looks good. I'll turn our lights off. We don't need them. No one needs to see us. DRLs weren't a thing in 1992. It's a pretty bright colored bus. I think we're good. It's pretty mellow colored though, beige. But anyway, I digress. I'm sharing my whole screen today so you can see these pop-ups that normally you couldn't see before. So now you can see what the heck I'm doing. So our plan is to grab 130 at Rehulben. We could probably do 7:30. We'll do 7:30. That'll give us enough time to get over there. And it's a half-hour ride, so we might be able to go out and come back. Or switch routes. We'll see how we feel. But we have to first drive over here from our depot. Alright, so we're taking over some AI bus out there, so we're going to swap with them. So we got T-minus 19 minutes until we're supposed to be picking up. So that should be plenty of time for us to make our way over there. So, enough babbling, like I always do at the start of these. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm using track IR. Hopefully it won't be too nauseating. Put it in gear, take the brake off, and we're rolling. Oh, that's some blinding sun. You can also hear the really squeaky articulation joint on this old bus. These buses were very rickety. And being 1992, that's the year they got these buses. So I don't know if they sounded like this brand new, but it'll quiet down when we get out to the street here. But if it's too loud, let me know and I can turn it down. The game audio is very dynamic. I guess we could actually set our heat. Let me do that real quick. Let's see. Put on the lowest setting. We should get heat in here by the time we get over there. That should be enough on the temperature. We got medium heat, low fan speed, to the floor. Yeah, good enough. You know, for being a simulator, it's very detailed, even for HVAC that you can't feel. You still have to control it for the passengers. Sounds like a squeaky door. I miss that sound. So we'll just have to watch our thermometer down here since we can actually feel the bus temperature. We don't have that dimension yet in simulators. Although there are haptic suits becoming a thing in VR that I was reading about. Not entirely accurate per se, but they had that sense of realism, I guess. There's also a weird delay when I hit the gas and when the bus starts moving, like the articulated point like bounces. It's a very early adaptation of a bendy bus, I guess. Yeah, so the hub on the axles of this bus, the hubs are very loud. I mean, the bus overall is just, it's a lot different than a modern day bus, that's for sure. Guess I could turn off these lights, actually. I'll leave the passenger compartment lights on. What is happening here? Oh, hey! Yep. This is a bug that's not going to resolve itself, so I'm just going to stroll through. Excuse me. Thank you. This is why I keep collisions off with the AI, because that's unavoidable. So this is where all the cars showed up. Nice. Okay, so I think to get there, we're going to want to turn up ahead. There's a bus serving. I don't know if that was a line that we could drive on. I was trying to debate whether or not to drive the double-decker versus the bendy bus, but we decided to go with the bendy bus. I don't know if I want to turn here or not. I don't think I turned yet. I think it's the next intersection. Yeah, can't go that way. No, it's not this one either. Don't think. But yeah, anyway, I chose this bendy bus, I guess because of the time era that we're in, so 92, that's about when they purchased these bendy buses to start replacing their double-deckers. Well, they never really replaced the double-deckers, but also the bus next week is going to start out with the Scania 18-meter bendy bus, articulated bus, so it'll be neat to jump into that right away next week and then compare to what we did today with a bus from 1992. Oh, hello. I wanted to be angry with the horn, but my button was sticking. I kind of wish that in the US that before a light turned green, it would turn yellow first, like it does in Europe. That just seems super helpful. I wish we did that too. I'm pretty sure we turn here. Maybe not here, maybe the next one. I think the next one, because I see arrows. No, I see arrows here. No, this is right. I think. I think that, we could just take a straight path this way. See, even in this game, you can get blinded by the sun. It's that realistic. That kind of detail is something I can appreciate in this game. Alright. Bus is a little bit quieter when you're at cruising speed, when it's not under strain. You know, I've noticed that the AI have been using the wrong turn signal in places. I wonder if that's because recently, I think when I last played, I was dealing with left-hand drive, or I guess right-hand drive, depending on if you're talking about the map or the bus. The road or the bus. I was playing in like Australia and in the UK where you drive on the opposite side of the road. I wonder if that messed with files that the AI turn signals are involved with, because they all seem to be using their. Oh no, they're using the right turn signal there. Maybe it's just a bug. Oh, that's a green light. Pretty sure we're going the right way. I kind of remember some of this stuff. Oh, look, IKEA. Nice. Traffic up here. The morning rush hour, I guess. Yeah, so I hope everyone's Thursday has gone well, and we're rolling right into Friday. I gotta say, this week has been so fast, like, so fast. Just because of all the stuff I've had to do and get done, it's just been keeping the time going. And I would really prefer that over sitting twiddling my thumbs and the time going. super slow, so it was good that I had a busy week. And this really feels like, it's starting to feel like a city now with all this traffic. Holy cow. Where's the sun now? Am I actually blocking it? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. People drive like they're in the city, too. Oh, you're gonna brake check me now, too. Nice. Speaking of not knowing where the sun is, I tell you what, the Unreal Engine that the bus is going to be using, it's the same engine that I've been seeing in Fernbus. We've been seeing in Fernbus for years. It's just absolutely phenomenal when it comes to lighting. Absolutely stunning. So I'm really looking forward to that. I know there's going to be quite the contrast of graphics between this week and next, so that'll be a fun comparison too. What is going on here? Everyone wants different lanes. That rattly sound that you hear is like one of the AI types. It's an old car. It is just so disproportionately loud. It's nuts. We're gonna end up missing this light because people don't know how to change lanes. So I think this is either a subway or it's just a rail line is where this pickup spot is. This terminus. Holy moly. Don't you just love how the AI drive in this game? It's almost like real life. They really want you to be sure to turn here. Alright, so we got 5 minutes till start. Actually, we made good time there. Good. Let's see. Is this our station? Or is it pick up there? I'm just gonna park here for a sec. Get our bus situated. Here's some birds chirping. Ooh, our bus is getting a little warm. Let's turn down the heat a tad. That should be good. That's about it. That's a decent temperature. I guess we don't need this on anymore. I think that actually cuts off that auxiliary heater that heats up the coolant. And it cuts off whenever you get up to like 70, maybe 60. So we're definitely good there. Alright, so now comes the part where I gotta figure out what the heck I gotta plug in here. For our destination. In fact, this is another reason that I set up full screen for this, just displaying my monitor. I wanted to look at the manuals because that's how advanced this game is, the simulator. They had a chart somewhere. Here we go. That shows what I gotta plug in for the route. So this is line 130. Line 130. We're going from Rothus to where are we going now? I don't even know actually. I didn't even look that up. Nervenlinnick. Nervenk Linnick. which translates to route 3, I think. 4 is the return. I think that's what we gotta plug in. So we gotta plug in 13000 for the line because we don't have any special characters at the end. So the last 2 digits in those 5 specify a letter, and we don't have any letters. So anyway, 13,000, and then route 3. So let's go do that. 130. I also wonder if I have a mod in for sounds, because those birds sound ridiculously loud, and I don't think they're like that in the original. Sounds like we're on some kind of tropical island or something. Alright, there. That worked. Alright. Please don't all walk over to me. Thank you. So there's our line and our destination now, so people know where we're headed. Look at these hubs though, they're absolutely massive. It's a beefy, it's a chonk bus. These are really loud birds though, holy cow. Alright, we got 2 minutes till pickup. You know what, for those 2 minutes we can probably roll up. It looks like a lot of people, so then we can depart on time. So let's go ahead and just head up that way. It looks like we're losing some heat now. Actually, I'm going to pump some more heat in. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, there's so many people. Oh man. This is going to be fun. Let's try not to run anyone over. Nice and steady. Already bumped the curb. It's a great show. My end. Okay, time to do ticket sales.
Hallo. Guten Morgen.
Hallo.
Hello.
Hallo.
Einmal Kurzstrecke bitte.
Alright, so $2 ticket. Which one is 2? That one looks like it's it. Alright, and you need 8 change. Oh man, this wasn't in the job description.
Einmal normal, bitte.
Didn't know I was going to do more math today.
Hallo.
Dankeschön. Einmal Kurzstrecke.
Tag.
Alright, another 2 with 3 and change.
Ich hätte gerne eine Tageskarte.
Whoa, is that like a day pass? $12, 3 change.
Ich hätte gerne einmal Schüler.
At least it's simple math, right? Okay, this is probably a kid's ticket, which I think might be that one. It wasn't as many people as I was expecting. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and close the doors for now, but we'll hang tight and see if anyone else pops up, because we are still half a minute early. So the timing's working out pretty well here, actually. I wasn't expecting to be this clean. Timetables can be challenging. I've played some maps where they've just been stupidly hard, like not realistic. Either that or like the traffic was too bad. I would just fall behind every iteration going back out and back in. Then there have been times too where like it's been so easy that like I've had to drive at like a jogging pace, like a walking pace, like really slow. Just so I don't get too far ahead of myself, and usually in that case, you know, after a few stops, you just sit at that stop for a few minutes. And sometimes you just can't do that because you're going to hold up traffic, so it's the life of a city bus driver, I suppose. But yeah, taking in these graphics while we're sitting here waiting, they're a little simplistic. So it's just heavily focused simulation, that's what it is. Alright, anyway. I think we can roll. Yeah, we're a half minute late now that I've been yapking. We'll make that up though. Alright, let's roll.
Galenstraße.
not to hit that curb there. So I have to manually advance the stop announcements because there was no such thing as GPS automated announcement systems in 1992. So every time that we pull away from a stop, I have to remember to press the third pedal, my clutch pedal, which is now my announcement pedal, so that it plays the voice announcement. Whoa, look at this. Hey, bud. Looks like he's going through the glass there. You okay? You alright? Oh, my turn. I have a valid distraction now. Alright, we're almost 2 minutes behind now, so I'm going to try to punch it a little bit. These lights really add up quickly. The ambulance logic in this game is interesting. Being AI. Almost forgot.
Stark in der Straße.
Gotten used to the modern buses. And this is the newest bus available in this title, the original title. The buses go all the way back to 77, I think. And those are even more rudimentary than these. This bus, anyway.
Morgen.
Hallo.
Hello.
Dalboer Straße.
I think at the next stop I'm going to bring down the game audio just a smidge. It is pretty loud. Alright, it's going to go silent for a hot sec. Let's see. We'll try that. What do you want? A $3 ticket?
Einmal normal bitte.
You want the same thing? That makes my life easy. Alright. I usually try to check my my mirrors there as I'm pulling away to make sure I'm not missing anyone.
Zeppelinstraße, Segefelder Straße.
We are still pulling behind. Struggling to keep up. Someone once let off here because of this little cone light thingy. It tells you someone pulled the exit rope.
Oh, was ist denn jetzt hier?
Stil.
Yeah, they're also really picky passengers. I did bump the curb there, so I'm the only one to blame.
Hallo.
You gave me exact change too, man. Wrong ticket though. Here, try that one. Try that one for size. Alright, let's roll. Try not to get stuck at a light.
Spectewing.
Spectawig. Alright, we're all in. Please stay green. Please stay green. Oh. Oh. Good thing there are no traffic cameras in 1992. Or are there? That was a quick yellow light. We did make up some time there, though. Look at that. We got a whole minute ahead. The schedule does take into account signal timing, so. Alright. You can really feel the weight of these buses. They had no power.
Merziger Straße.
They're heavy. So I think this is a hospital? Clinic? That car is going? Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the stop I was thinking it was. I'm gonna stop behind. Deerstrasse. Is that this one? This one? Oh no.
Eine
Westerwaldstraße.
normale Fahrt.
Oh, I went too far ahead now. How do I back up?
Ich warte noch auf den Fahrschein.
Maybe this isn't a stop I'm supposed to be at.
Entschuldigen Sie.
Well, we're picking them up anyway.
Danke.
They want it on, so... bonus, I guess, for them. I don't know. Hang on a second. Is that on my list? There it is. We're just not supposed to stop here. Oh well. We'll find out where we're at in the next one. Let's see. As far as I remember, the orange arrows are the ones we're supposed to follow. That's our active route. The yellow is just like generic, like applicable to anyone driving any route, so. Irvin Clinic. What's the name of this? Stressopel. Saying we're supposed to stop here too, right?
Guten Tag.
Guten Morgen. Einen normalen Fahrschein bitte.
I don't know. I'm kind of lost now. It's been a while. I'm rusty. Sorry, kid. Wrong $2 ticket. There you go.
Das ist zu wenig Rückgeld.
I just took your change back. How do you feel about that?
Dankeschön.
Did that on accident. Alright, let's see if we get something familiar back up here. Maybe these announcements only are only used on the main stretch of the route or something. I don't know. I might have the wrong year in too. Don't know. Not sure. this one will give us a hint. Strasse. Hit the curb again. The bus is wide and I keep thinking it is. Yeah, they're angry at me now. I don't see this on the list. Yeah, maybe I just don't stop here. That could very well be. Can I go? Yes. That little white signal to the right of the regular traffic signal is a bus only. It's a bus specific signal. I hope we stop here. Yeah, they're running on here. Yeah, this is Rothless. This has to be. Rothless has to be on the list. Like, this is like the heart of the Berlin hub.
Hallo.
What's up?
Hallo.
Did we go too far? I might have gone too far because that was. No, wait. Yeah, now I'm all screwed up. We're gonna wait until we get to. What is this now? Merciger? Wait, hang on. If I go Merciger, if I go that button, that put me on Falconseer. Okay, so that's going forward. That's going back. There's Rothus. Okay. Where is this emergency vehicle? There it is. That is so loud. Guess it's loud for a reason though, right? Alright. Alright. Got a good timing on the light. This area is a little bit laggy because this, you know, like I said, is kind of like the heart of the bus route. So, it's a major bus hub, so it's pretty busy. So this should be Gallenstrasse.
Gallenstraße.
Should be this right here. It is. Alright, we got our announcements aligned again. Somehow I jumped way ahead and I don't know how I did that. Don't know how I did that. Wait a second. Where am I supposed to...
Fahrschein bitte.
Am I supposed to go here? Am I supposed to just... Oh, hi. Wait. I'm also a
Einen
cashier.
normalen Fahrschein bitte. Danke.
I just want to drive the bus. Right. Let's see if we can, Is this guy gonna let me go? Nope. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so I guess I turn here. Do I turn here? Was I supposed to drop here? It wanted me to turn. Is this the terminus? No. No. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, Nervin Clinic is our... Okay, that's our destination. That's why all the orange arrows say that. Okay. So we're just going this way for a stop. Okay. Alright, it's starting to make sense now, I think. Should have just gone. See how the AI feel getting cut off.
Starkener Straße.
Except I don't know where to go from here. Shoot. Do I turn? Pretty sure I don't go back that way. Shoot. I think I go this way? I really don't know. This is a problem. This is a problem. Let's just put our park anywhere lights on and figure this out. Sorry. I'm new. I'm renewed. I wanted these as a map. Let's see. Oh. So we were just in Rothus, right? And we're taking... See, now here's the problem. 130... Ay. This is confusing. So we weren't supposed to turn there. We should have kept going. There's stock in there. Right? And then after stock in there, there's Petzlwig. Right? So if that is up here, Gallenstrasse, Stockner, Dalgoer. Alright, where's Dalgoer? Okay, it's there. Yeah, I shouldn't have turned. Those arrows are misleading. They're very misleading. Okay. Well, now we know what's what. We have a concerned citizen giving us plenty of room to get back in traffic. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. We're gonna pull a Yui. Excuse me, cars. Pardon me. Coming through. Look at that guy. Oh, that guy just drove into me. Okay. Well, there's only so much you can do with the AI. The AI are not the smartest in this game. Wow. This is stressful. Wait, I gotta take a look at this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he drove right into me though. I was clearly changing lanes and he didn't even make an effort to brake. I'll tell that to the cops. And now we're gonna try to... Oh, nope, we're not gonna have the room here. Oh god, we're gonna do the inside lane too. We're gonna pull a Yui in this bendy bus. Oh boy. I should have blocked both the lanes actually. Oh, now we're really late. But we have a reason. Oh, there's little details in this sim. How's our temperature doing? 24. Oh, that's a little warm. Let's bring that down a notch. This is gonna be fun. It does seem like a pretty wide path though, so like I got a little bit of room to work with here. Oh, jeez. We're gonna hop the curb, but it's a pretty shallow curb. Oh, jeez. No, we're not gonna make that. We're gonna make the bendy bus angry here for a second. It's not gonna like what I'm about to do. Yep. Sorry. How do I turn that off? Hang on, we're gonna get out of this. I'm about to break the bendy bus. It's not gonna let me go either. Shoot. What the hell is the button that I gotta press? There it is. Yeah, well. We didn't clip the mirror or anything there. We didn't break the bus. It's all good. It's all good. Gotta make some mistakes here. Mistakes were made. Oh, look at these floating arrows. Man, there's so many bugs in this. This is the original map and everything. Just never patched. So we're gonna go back this way, right? Yeah, that's right. This is right. Don't know what's going on here with the traffic, but something's going on. Oh, great. Is that just the traffic's just piled up? Alright. Alright, gridlock. Alright, we're just gonna clear the area. We're gonna clear the intersection. Alright, go back this way. I don't know why that orange arrow was pointing backwards. It wanted us to turn around that area, but that was not right. That set us back 5 minutes. There's already people at the stop there again. Nope, sorry. We're late. We already stopped there. See, those arrows were pointing to the left. But we have to go this way. That was not clear at all. I forgot about that. It's been so long. I probably spent the first year or two playing the original map, and then I've always just done expansions after that. This is our stop. We're finally making progress again. Hello, sorry about that.
Sie sind ja viel zu spät gekommen.
Yeah, they're
Hallo.
gonna be angry about my
Einmal
delay
Schüler,
now.
bitte.
Alright, go sit down. You gotta go. Speed run. Alright, neutral drop the bus. Excellent.
Dalboer
See,
Straße.
now the arrows are pointing straight. Yeah, that wasn't clear. Oh well, now we know. I'll probably forget again. Probably will never play this map again. So we'll soak it in while we can, the pros and the cons. It's just we're taking a step back in time, both virtually and physically. With the virtual world and playing the old title.
Hallo. Guten Morgen.
Guten Tag.
Oh, hello.
Zeppelinstraße, Segefelder Straße.
Fortunately, you can't turn right on red in Europe. I always thought it was interesting that that's like just a thing in the US. I don't even know if... I wonder if you can do that in Canada. I don't know if you can even turn red on red in Canada. I only know about the US. I'm sure there are other countries that support it, but I don't know. I don't know the list. Can I open the doors, please? Thanks, boss.
Guten Tag. Hast du auf die Uhr geschaut?
Yeah,
Oder
I
eine
know.
Tageskarte?
I'm a horrible bus driver. Just fire me already.
Speckteppich.
Guten Morgen.
Seien Sie doch mal pünktlich.
Hallo.
Eine Kurzstrecke bitte.
Yeah. That's the wrong ticket. Wasting paper here. Guess they're waiting for another bus back there. Is this supposed to be 2 lanes? I don't know. I'm just gonna drive down the middle. There's no lines. We'll be king of the road.
Merziger Straße.
I don't know how my announcements got so far ahead. They're aligned now, so.
Eine Kurzstrecke bitte.
Guten Tag.
Oop, that's backwards. Open and close is the opposite direction I would have expected with the mouse. What's going on?
Rückgeld gegeben.
Eine Kurzstrecke. Danke.
I think this is supposed to be 2 lanes.
Falkenseer Chaussee, Zeppelinstraße.
Okay, now this is a little clearer. The arrows are kind of directing me the right way. Yeah, definitely 2 lanes. Classic
Sie sind ja
pedestrian
viel zu
placement.
spät gekommen.
Ich hätte gern eine Kurzstrecke.
Yes.
Dankeschön.
Cut in front of this truck because the trucks are fired. Ironically, really annoying to me in this game.
Westerwaldstraße.
Please stay green, please stay green, please stay green. Thank you. Oh! Yep, that's about the 5th accident today. There is someone hanging outside the bus. Someone hanging outside the bus right now. They really want off the bus. Look at that. Hey, buddy. What are these glass doors made of? Are they even glass? Classic bugs. Here comes that truck again. He stopped for the light.
Mülheimer Straße.
We're getting near the end of the line now, so a lot of passengers just going to be getting off now instead of any coming on.
Am Kiesteich.
Nice on arrow to the left, yeah. I wonder if we could just get in this lane and get away from the stupid trucks. I think we can. I don't think we have another stop before that. Apparently the truck wants over too. Oh well. I'm such a team player. What are we waiting for? Oh, there was actually traffic. Okay. Can't see them through the glass of the AI in front of you. I remember that bug. I actually had 2 people get on the bus.
Specktelfeld.
Hallo.
Wenn Sie mal einmal
Oh,
pünktlich
hello.
wären.
I know I'm late. I know. If I had a nickel for every time I got a complaint, that probably wouldn't be a good thing.
Paul Gerhard.
Should probably slow down a bit. It's a school zone apparently. Alright. So we're extra long, so we're gonna pull ahead a little bit. We're a long boy today. Might switch buses after this and hit up a double decker. Do they want on? Or are they just walking past? They're just walking past. It's hard to tell with these mirrors. But yeah, we might switch into. Might try the DN or the D92 double decker and then hit up the line 92 just to get some variety in instead of just returning on this one. This isn't a bad route. Once you get past being lost. The arrows, that was very misleading there. I think I remember now getting stuck there.
Sie sind ja viel zu spät. Ich hätte gerne eine
Yeah,
normale
you didn't
Fahrt
even have
gehabt.
time to finish your complaint with me. Man, some of you people just need to take time to stop and smell the roses.
Im Specktelfeld, Schulzentrum.
Although with being an express route, if I do the 92E, I might not need a double decker. Oh well, I'll probably still do it that way anyway. Just for fun. could probably take out the solo version of this bus, the EN92. Oops.
Hochhausweg.
Okay, I recognize where we're at now, actually. Yeah, we're popping onto this street. Oh man, what is happening with the traffic? I don't even know. Missed
Halten Sie auf Chaussee,
hitting that.
Stadtrandstraße. Hallo.
Guten Morgen. Einen
Seien
normalen
Sie doch mal
Fahrschein.
Guten Tag.
Danke.
Ich brauche eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
Glühwürmchenweg.
Ich hätte gerne eine normale Fahrkarte. Danke.
Riesinger Straße, Waldkrankenhaus.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember where we're ending up here now. It's been so long that it's been years since I played this. Oh yeah, classic. Just walk through the bus. You get off on one side, and you don't want to be on that side. You just phase through the bus, and you go on the other side. And you're all good. I'm really running behind now. What's going on here? Oh, there, the time fixed itself.
Riesinger Straße.
Let's see. What? Did I miss a stop?
Nervenklinik.
Hey, here's our turnabout.
Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen.
I think the red means terminus. Go. All right. I don't know if those are the original bird sounds or not. I'm thinking not. Okay. Let's go ahead and swap routes. So that was 1:30. From the train station to the clinic. That's what it is. Yeah, it's been forever since I've done that one. Let's go ahead and end the timetable. Kill the bus. No one saw anything. Let me see if I can pull together now. Let's go with the SD202, the D92. So the 40 buses of D92 are the last SD202s ever produced. These buses were already factory fitted with ABS traction control for better passenger information. The D92 features interior displays controlled by IBIS-2 board. It's the same computer that we used, I think, on this bus rate that we just drove. New window alignment. Anyways, this is the last of the SD202 line. Good old early 90s beige, 80s buses. See if I can, oh, there's only beige as an option. You know, it is 92 in the game, and it started me with 91. Maybe 92 didn't become effective until later, so I'm going to stick with 91 because that's what it put me in with. Hopefully it's not causing any issues with our routes. Anyway, to give you an idea, 150 kilowatt motor. I don't think that's much. Little tiny engine. And then here's your empty weight. 10,937. It's these buses were just slow and heavy. I forget where the 92 begins and ends. So we're just gonna go back, I think, to the garage for now. Hop in this other bus. Hopefully. One of the wonders of OMSI here. You just never know. Never know what you're gonna get. A working or failing game. Now we match with the other buses. Alright, so what I wanted to figure out is... Oh, you know what? We can't even... Oh, the 92 wasn't even a route. Do they have the... Oh, they have the express routes, though. Okay. Okay. Bahnhof, Spandau, ending in Spechtefeld. Let's do the 130E. Well, you know what? No, that's going to take us kind of on a summer route, isn't it? So I think what happened, if I'm remembering this correctly, in 92, or at the end of 91 even, or maybe into 91, the 92, I think, was replaced with the 137, and the 130 replaced the 5. This isn't a very busy route at all. Look at this. No, they don't run these very often, do they? Let's take an afternoon shift. We'll shift the clock. It's fine. We're going to Ziegelhof to start. So oh, you know what? So we're starting. This would be starting the afternoon shift. It's really quick. You only drive for 2 hours. huge gaps between the services, too. Well, maybe not. This is 137E? Really? Yeah? E means that you're not supposed to stop at every stop, so we're gonna have to be careful about that. I like those because then you don't have to like get up to speed and brake right away. Alright, let's try this. Let's try it. Let's shift into the afternoon, it'll be a little bit brighter. And we have to depart, what, 1519? So, let's go check our codes for that one then. So 137... 37... Wow, is that not even on here? Maybe we're not... We'll figure it out, I suppose. So I know I need to put a 10 in here for 137E. I know that. Let's see, where are we trying to go again with this timetable? That might help us out, huh? We're just going to Zeigelhof. So we're going, yeah, we're doing a service run. That explains things. Okay. It's a 5-minute drive from where we're at now, so... Let's advance the time into the afternoon. 15:19 is when we depart. Let's make it 15:15. Do I really want to move the time forward this far? Yes, ja. Because our time doesn't start until 15:19. See, so we still got 4 minutes. I did maths right. Alright, now we got another cold engine, so I'm going to put the aux heat on again. This does not have the fancy HVAC up there. I don't know what those low texture things are supposed to be. Maybe tissues? Looks like a tissue box. I think this is our blower here. This might be heat. I don't know if it's automatic or not. Oh, here's our temperature stuff. I think that's actually an electric heater. And there's our thermometer. This is giving me just enough time to figure out these sliders. I need the manual. Hang on. I forget how these work. But they're in here. I know it's in the manual. I didn't have enough time to study. They explain the HVAC in here somewhere. I thought they did. 44 is the HVAC. Hang on, let me check the table of contents here. Controlling the buses. Processes. Starting the bus stops, shutting down the bus. No. Oh. Heater. That was the old heater. I know how to control that one. That one's a little more self-explanatory. Interior heater. Okay, here we go. Front heater. The red lever, second from the left. Try to move this over a little out of the way. That one is especially important as you can switch from blue and red for warm. With the lever on the far right, you can regulate the air circulation. The heated fresh air is up. Okay. Unheated fresh air is middle. Heated recycled air is down. If it's qualified recycled air, it'll be more effective, but there'll be no fresh air. This too is controlled via a separate heating control panel on the other two buses, which we're not driving. NG272 is what we just drove. I had that wrong, I guess. Interior heater, you can warm up the entire bus with switch 45. So that is... Let's make this wider. So that is... 45 is this guy. Okay. That one's not marked, though. What's the one next to it? Alright, anyway. I think we got it figured out here. We'll put that heat on low. It'll get heated up in here in no time. That's like the manual blower. This little thumb screw. It's an annoying squeaky fan, jeez. Alright, well, we're going to assume the lights are good. We're not going to do a pre-trip again. Let's put in our service run code. We're going to wash the windows. I haven't done that yet. Ah, yes, the details in this sim. If it's snowing out and there's snow on the ground, actually everything does get dirty. You do have to wash the windows. That's about the only time it's functional. The buses do get dirty with bad weather, which is nice. Alright, let's roll. Let's get going here. So now we have a short bus, but it's taller. So, we traded. Alright, now we got nice orange arrows telling us where to go, so that's nice. This 202 series bus has a deeper, bassy sound to it. The engine's a little bit different from the 200 series and the bendy bus. So we just missed our light. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, this button wasn't labeled. I guess it's driver air, maybe? Maybe like something up here? I don't know. And there are some low textures in here. But this bus was in OMSI 1. This and the 200 series double-deckers were in the first title in 2011. So we're going back a little bit further now, too. But this, again, is the newest bus. The newest in the game's timeline, so 1992. So it was the same year that they bought the NG272s. This is a long light. We're gonna be late for our first stop. But I think this bus is overall a little peppier than the bendy bus. Also, it only has 3 gears instead of 4. And it is going to be a little bit noisier because the engine's closer to us now, so I'm probably going to have to turn down the game volume again. Oh, man. They do that same thing in Euro Truck. Slam on the brakes at the yellow light. Alright, I'm going to turn down the game volume real quick, just a hair. Hopefully that'll be better. These lights are going to make it difficult for us to stay on time here. think that means that we should get into the right lane. There, it was off to the right. I'm gonna take it down just one more notch. That engine is a lot closer to us than what it was in the articulated bus. Emergency vehicle off to the left, and no one seems to care. Okay, I guess I'm gonna keep going too. Oh, there's Ziegelhoff. This is actually where we're supposed to stop. I think this is where we're going. Yep, there we go. Like magic. Alright, let's figure this out here now. So we're going to Spechtefeld. Isn't that like... I think that's where we just came from, so that's kind of annoying. Let's see. It doesn't even look like it's a true express route either. I mean, it's shorter. Alright, we're already late. Hang on, let me look at my handy dandy manual here. Let me go back down to the charts. Let's see. 137. And we're going to Spechtefeld. Is that even on here? Is 137E even in this list? Wait, where? Huh. Well, let's put in 13710. That's Stockenbergstrasse. Yeah, so it's following this. So we're trying to go... where are we? Ziegelhoff. That's not even on our list. It's not in the manual. That's annoying. At least I don't think it's here. Alright, well, let's go through it until we get what we're trying to get here. I'm gonna have to check this because oh, this isn't good. Oh man. What is our route? Maybe that's what we had got to put in? I think that was back earlier. Oh. I'm surprised that, like... Is there, like, a cheat sheet somewhere? I thought there was in the bus that showed you, like, all the codes. Oh, is it behind my head? There where it is? Hang on. Turn off track IR. There it is. There it is. 1 Oh, these are just destinations. Oh, jeez. 133, 131, 34, 35, 137. Well, that's kind of where we're going, right? Maybe I could just put the destination in. 214. I'm gonna try that. I think that's kind of where we're going. That's on here. The end. We'll try it. We're not gonna have announcements, but that's okay. That's okay. We gotta roll. So we are showing 137E, right? Showing 37E. Oh, man. Don't you love all these pixels? We're so far behind.
Hallo.
We're going to
hallo.
Spechtefeld. So, like, how
Hallo. Eine Tagesordnung.
am I supposed to... Okay. I gotta be a cashier now. Hang on. How am I supposed to enter that? I don't think that's an option. Alright, whatever. Whatever. We're not even displaying the right line. Very nice, Greg. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Sounds like it's gonna have a lot of good clips. Over 20 minutes. Oh man. I can't wait to see that. Wendigo Smashers get smashed. Oh, love the pixels and the lag. Oh, back in time here. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know, I was like very confused as to how you were even in the house when the hunt was going on. That's a great clip. I was so confused.
Hallo. Hallo. Eine
That actually
Tagesordnung.
ended up being a bug that was reported, that we happened to capture.
Einmal normal.
So unfortunately it's been patched. It was fun while it lasted.
Danke.
Yeah, it might be around tonight. We'll see.
Guten Tag.
No guarantees at the moment, but maybe we could do some fast. It's been a while. I want to do a couple more rounds of that for sure. If not tonight, definitely this weekend. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting over here or... Oh, yeah, I am. Oops. Into the traffic circle. Yes. Keep turning, keep turning. Oh, we got our bus signal. We can make our U-turn. We get a special traffic signal for buses here. But yeah, that sounds good, Greg. I definitely, I would really enjoy doing doing Faz and Deep Rock Galactic. I think we could do those. I think it's gonna still be really hard for us to try and complete Devour with 3 people. It's possible. I mean, it's possible people do it by themselves, but I think with 4 we have a better chance. But maybe if we feel like doing that too, we could. But I'm feeling Deep Rock Galactic. I want to play it some more, and definitely want to do Faz. Around the traffic circle, we gotta go this way now. I really wish this would only highlight the stops I actually had to stop at, because I don't know where I'm supposed to stop anymore. I wonder if 137E is really just 137 anyway. I think we're gonna change the line back to this. I don't think it showed the E. There's not enough room to show the numbers 137 and E on these old buses. So we'll try this. Getting a little too warm on the heat. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Oh, sorry guys. Overshot it. Woo! Making good time though.
Hallo.
We were like 4 minutes late to start. his classic sounds. It's been a while. But I am very excited about next week. I've been waiting for the bus. I can't tell you how long. I think it was announced as early as like 2017. Fern Bus came out in 2016. Maybe it was 2018 they announced it, but it's been a few years. And it's finally coming out to Steam Early Access next week. And I'm hoping to showcase it next Thursday. So those of you who want to see the new bus sim, I am 100% on board for getting it. So, and I plan to stream it if you want to check it out. And contrary to Berlin in 1992, which is what we're driving right now, we'll be driving in Berlin in 2018. That must have been when they started developing it. I bet you they announced it late 2017 or 2018. So it's been a hot minute. It's now, mind you, it is early access, so I'm expecting bugs. They've been showing some teaser videos, some commentary Q&A sessions on their YouTube channel. So actually, I think it's an Aerosoft rep's channel that they've been hosting. I think his name is Fabian. He's been hosting one of the developers for the bus, and they've been doing Q&A and teasing the game a little bit. There's already been some bugs and glitches, but that is totally going to be worth it for me, because it has a lot of pluses, I can already tell. I don't know if we're supposed to be stopping here, to be perfectly honest. Let's see if that was on our list. Yeah, it is. Alright. Do they want he wants on? Alright, come on. Hello. Sometimes the AI spawn at inopportune times. Bring that heat up a little bit. It's getting a little cooler than I want. Trying to keep an eye on the temperature to be somewhat reasonable. So I guess this 137E really is just like a shortened leg of the full 137 line. So we still have to stop at every stop. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to let us know how it is. Hello. I'll be interested to see what it sounds like. Oh, I should probably give you a ticket too. But yeah, I mean for $6, that sounds like a good deal. So But I know we already have a lot of titles that we haven't touched on much, like Deep Rock Galactic, so. Gonna try and get in front of this AI. Crazy bus driver. I'm gonna be that guy. Should have let the car go first. Yeah, I mean, taking advantage of the sale for sure. I'd much rather pay 20% than 100. That's for sure. That's a good point. Yeah, we'll have to see what it's like. Are you streaming it, or are you just gonna just check it out on your own? Gotcha. Okay. We're gonna play around with it. Okay. Is this our terminus? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What? No, we're not done yet. Okay. Got a couple more stops. Yeah, you have been dedicating a lot to the channel, so I don't blame you there at all. I like playing games on my own sometimes too, offline, so. Oh wait, the game's price is normally, I thought it was 80% off. I thought it was like $20 normally. Oh, it's the VR title. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's still not bad. Yeah, the thing about the VR title for me, though, is that I already have a lot of titles on my backlog that I need to play through first before I allow myself to get more games. Especially Half-Life Alyx. I gotta play that. I have been trying so hard to finish up Black Mesa first. That's the retelling of Half-Life 1. Before I jump into to doing Half-Life Alyx. And then I have The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's another VR title I gotta play through. Kind of horror style, right? There's a whole bunch I got on a Humble sale, actually, last fall. Okay, I'm pretty sure my signs are not right now. What am I supposed to be doing again? Gallenstrasse. We're gonna check this out, actually. How much time I got? Just a minute. Oh, jeez. I might go for that. But I guess we're doing, yeah. So we're jumping to another location. I think it's nearby. So for this one, we want to actually clear everything. So if you put 0 in for the line, it resets the bus computer, I guess. Then that should put our service line. Yep. Okay. Sorry, out of service is essentially what that equates to. So now we're out of service. We're going to the next line. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this one tonight. We'll see where we go. I'm going to have to break pretty soon here to get some food. I do want to see where this takes me, though. So we gotta go this way. Oh, we got 10 minutes to drive. Okay. Let's do the service route. See where it takes us, and we might be done then for the night. I kind of like, so this is like an express route, right? So it's not like a metro route or a normal line, you know, that would just go up and down. kind of bounce around between different areas of the map, or the city, I guess. It's a change of pace. And I also like the express routes that actually skip stops, so that, you don't have to do gas and brake all the time. We're gonna have to get used to that though for the bus, because that's a city bus sim like this. Different than coaching. I don't know. I forget where this is taking me. I don't know if I've actually done this line, believe it or not. But yeah, this is 90s Berlin. I mean, I guess 80s and 70s as well, because the models don't change really. The map does change though. If you change your time, the time that the game is set in, there are changes to the map. There's like construction going on, and there's also before and after the fall of the Berlin Wall. So if you do like a pre-89, November 9, 89, I think, run, then your route choices, they'll stop before that wall, or they'll divert before then. But the route is extended. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm going to keep going this way until I see an orange arrow. But if you do a route after that, it's extended beyond the reach of the wall. So it's pretty neat. The game kind of teaches you a little bit of history. Just that's not its main purpose, though. So it gets you curious and have you start reading into the history. It's just an accurate depiction in the eyes of a bus driver. So it's pretty neat. It's neat to look at some of these buildings too. They're probably still standing there and look the same. Learned a lot about Berlin. That's neat. I unfortunately forget a lot of dates and points that I learned in my history classes, but I think the only history class I took in college too was video game history. I'm glad I took it though, but there's a lot of interesting stuff out there that I just didn't learn about. But thank goodness for the internet. That's pretty cool. Someone was specific to that era. That's pretty neat. I remember learning at a very high level, but of course that was high school, so it was very high level. I just remember preparing for those tests that we had to take. I'm really bad at dates, so I remember struggling with history classes. But now that I'm older, I appreciate and I find it very interesting. It's not stuff I can retain very well, but when I read about it, I find it fascinating. It's just learning about different parts of the world and learning, things that you didn't necessarily learn in school. Teaching myself, I guess. want to turn here? I don't know if I want to turn here. I'm gonna hang here in case I gotta dive into a different lane. Looks like we gotta go this way. Oh, that's blinding. Lighting will look a lot better in the new game, that's for sure. So this is Rothus Spandau, I believe is how it would be pronounced. It's definitely the heart, one of the heart of Berlin's transports. Huge bus hub, basically. It's kind of the heart of what this game is set on, this area right here, and it's so laggy because it's so detailed. Oh, yes! Give me more links. Oh, look, it's not a Russia. It's not a .ru. Oh, this is where they want us to go. Well, just in case you didn't know, there's a lot of arrows up here. Just in case you didn't know. Now, to be fair, this arrow lied to me earlier tonight. I think you gave them some hope there for a minute, Greg. So this is where they want us to hang, I guess? I'll hang out over here. Fun, fun. Allenstrasse. Alright. Parking brake set. I sit here for 20 minutes? Oh, jeez. So that means that we'll shut the bus off. I want to set this up real quick. I don't think I'm going to run this tonight on air. That's just going back the other way, I guess. What route is that supposed to be? Hang on. Is that even on our table? I don't think it is. I think these are like... Oh, wait. Ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where does it want us to go? Oh, wait. This might be it. Yeah. This might be our route. Okay, so if I plugged in... So here, I'll show you what I was trying to explain earlier before I drop. So, the line is actually called 137E, according to the route table. Can I view that? No, I don't want to cancel it. It's supposed to be 137E. At least I thought it was. But so if I try to plug in 137, and then, so normally you would do like 137, 0, 0. So that's your 3 digits. 3 digits. 3 digits. There's no way for the display to physically show... yeah, as you can see the matrix. There's no way to show the letter next to the line. So on newer buses you can do this because it's like the whole thing is the matrix. But on this bus, these buses just were limited. So if I try to do 137.10 for the E, it can only fit 37E. Anyway, I think this was like right around the time that they started adding express routes, and newer buses started getting that compatibility and capability. But this bus is from 92, and that's like when they just started adding this line. So anyway, what did I say was going to be Route 48? Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. I think that's what it actually looked like, IRL. So that's set, which means I can actually use my announcements now, too.
U-Bahnhof Rathaus Spandau.
Anyway. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here then. It's about that time, so... This has been fun, at least for me. Hope others will appreciate this too. blast from the past. This game, like I had mentioned, came out originally in 2011. So 10 years later, in Berlin, and next week with early access release of The Bus from TML Studios. We'll be looking at a modern rendition of Berlin, both in game time and in real life. The engine will be much newer, so it's a different, and again, it's a different developer and publisher than OMSI. OMSI was put together by I think just two people that were very passionate about bus driving, and particularly in Berlin, where I believe they're from. So I think it was like a very personal project, and they ended up releasing it, and then made the second title. They're working on one right now, a sequel, not really a sequel, but a new simulator. It has been hard to get news on it, really. I hope it doesn't stall out completely, but it is very slow going. It's a very small team. So this other one we're going to look at next week is going to look very similar in graphics to Fernbus, because it's the same engine. And but they've improved on it, so like it looks even better, of course. So I'm super looking forward to it. I hope that they're gonna stick to the early release schedule, and we'll look into that next week. So thanks for stopping by, everyone, and if you're watching later, thanks for watching as well. We'll be streaming again tomorrow and or Saturday, so stick around for that. Catch everyone in the next episode. Have a good one.